And now Paul, he comes to say in the words of our text, "Woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel." We live in an age where preaching the gospel has fallen out of fashion, even in so-called evangelical circles. It appears that many have lost confidence in the effectiveness of God's ordained means by which sinners are brought to saving faith in Jesus Christ. Such confidence needs to be rediscovered with a renewed belief from those who occupy the pulpit and those who occupy the pew that the gospel of Jesus Christ is still the power of God unto salvation, and that it pleases God through the foolishness of preaching, the preaching of the cross, the preaching of the gospel, to save them that believe. There is one subject matter. There is one topic. There is one subject matter that every God-called preacher should major on, and that is the gospel of Jesus Christ. Paul speaks in our text about the necessity of preaching the gospel. He says, "Necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel." Preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ, therefore, was not seen to be something optional for the Apostle Paul. You know, God's servant didn't think, well, now and again, I'll just deal with the subject matter of preaching the gospel. But rather, Paul is very clear here. He declares that he is shut into this. He is shut into preaching the gospel. That was his call. That was his commission from God. What is the gospel? What is the gospel? Well, we don't have to make up a definition. For Paul gives us the definition of the gospel just a few chapters on. You want to know what gospel preaching is, what he preached? 1 Corinthians chapter 15 in the verses 1 through to 3. "Moreover, brethren, I declare unto you the gospel which I preached unto you, which also ye have received, and wherein you stand, by which also ye are saved, if ye keep in memory what I preach unto you, unless ye have believed in vain. For I delivered unto you first of all that which also I received, how that Christ died for our sins according to the Scriptures, and that he was buried, and he rose again the third day according to the Scriptures." The gospel majors on the atoning work of Christ and his bodily resurrection from the dead.